everybody, this is Holly from Holly Wade Wellness, and to continue our theme of what's your body telling you, I thought I would talk about the psoas. So the psoas is a part of our hip flexors. It's a deep muscle of the hips, and it's also known as the spiritual muscle. So it is in the root chakra, meaning it is at our base. So chakras are the energy centers that run up and down our spine in the yoga world and in Ayurvedic medicine. Now, what's really interesting is that scientifically these chakras actually are true because that's exactly where those nerve bundles meet along the spine, and that's what chiropractors use to adjust your spine. Yeah, cool, huh? So the psoas is the spirit, like our spirit muscle or a spiritual muscle. Thinking about that root chakra, our root chakra is about the foundation of life, what we need to survive. So that's food, shelter, relationships, finances. So anything to help support us for survival. Very primal. It's a very primal part of our world and our being. So if there's something going on emotionally with that can be that psoas can act up. If you're not moving forward or something is holding you back from your calling, from your dream, what you feel like you are supposed to really be doing, that muscle can act up and can start to get sore. So just a couple of things to note there. Now it can also happen from other things, just imbalances that happen in our world and the way we move our bodies. But I'm going to give you a couple of things so that we can stretch out the hips today. So option one, let me move this mat back so that you can see clearly. Excellent. So option one is to do a figure four. We're just going to cross one heel over the knee and pull both knees into the chest. So we're getting deep into the hip muscles. So different option, if you are up to it, would be pigeon. So in order to get into pigeon, I'll go into a plank. I'll lift one foot, tuck my knee in toward my chest. And I want my right knee, because this is the foot that I have up, I want my right knee just to the outside of my right hand. So this is what it looks like. Here, let me show you from the front. You still can't see me. Okay, so that's where it's going to be. Now, if this is enough for you, stay right here. Now, notice I'm also on the outside of my shin. I'm not on top of my shin. I should be sitting back. So let me show you what that looks like from the side. I'll get into position again. So I'm on the side of my foot, not on top. Can you see that difference? So I'm back a little bit to open up that deep part of the hip. So if staying upright here is enough and doesn't cause pain, then feel free. If you can walk it down to your elbows and go a little deeper, that's another option. And if you can lie flat, I like to rest my forehead on the backs of my hands or on fists. That's another option. Key here is we don't want to roll over onto one hip or the other. We really want those hips to be level. So if you need a little support, you can rest a pillow or a blanket or a towel underneath the thigh or underneath this hip to hold it level if it kind of wants to roll down. The other thing you can do is prop something under the opposite thigh. I'll show you when I get to my left leg where that would be. So we'll hold this for a little bit, take a couple more breaths. And then we just ease out of it. So your other option is on your back, flipping it to the left foot. Right foot, we come up, come back through. I'm on this outside of my calf. And as I lower down, my hips stay level to the ground. I'm not leaning to one side or the other. So if I needed to support my left hip in this case, I would put a block or a pillow or a blanket or a towel about right here. It could be under my bum if that's more comfortable, but just kind of behind the thigh. So once again, staying upright is one option. Coming down is another option, and lying flat is your last option. Now, one of the beauties of doing pigeon is that we're not only opening the back of the hip, but you might be feeling the front of your opposite hip. So in this case, my right hip is stretching a lot too. So we're just going to breathe for a little bit, walk it back up, and then come back into our plank and ease on out. So that is the psoas, and one way that we can stretch and strengthen those hip muscles, those deep muscles of the hips. Thanks for joining me. I'm Holly Wade from Holly Wade Wellness once again. If you're joining me on YouTube, come on over to my Facebook group. It's Holly Wade Wellness, or take a look at my website, hollywadewellness.com. Have a great rest of your day, and I will be back in a couple days with another live video.